The Serpent and the Rainbow, a book written by Wade Davis, was also the basis for the 1988 film by the same title. The book, of course, is written by an ethnobotanist who travels to Hades. He's just researching, studying some of the plants extracts used in the powders and potions used for creating zombies. This book also became the basis for an extremely loose adaptation, which became the Wes Craven film. And if you've ever bothered to read the book, which I haven't, and bother to look at the film, which I have. So of course this film was directed by Wes Craven. This is his 14th film. We also have lead actor Bill Pullman in the role of Dennis Allen, who is the ethnobotanist slash anthropologist in the film. He of course is hired by a pharmaceutical company to go to Haiti, bring back these plants, and their intent is to use it as an anesthesia. And the proposed name of this medicine is Zombinol, which is extremely creative and original, and you would think somebody could come up with something better than that, but whatever. So upon arriving to Hades, Dr. Allen stops off at the local insane asylum, meets up with fellow colleague Marielle, and he's wanting to study local zombie Christoph, who was supposedly been dead for 20 years and has become a zombie. What makes his case very unique, the fact that he's been able to retain some of his memories. He's not a total vegetable. So they are in search of Christoph. They wind up finding him at a local cemetery. We also discover that Dugard Paytard, who is the local Bokor high priest, witch doctor, whatever term you're more familiar with. He's basically been using Christoph, sending him in people's dreams to cause nightmares, terrorize his enemies. So this is our first glimpse or first bit of information about the Bokor. Dr. Allen, trying to get information about these herbs, how to make this potion, or just wanting to buy a bit, comes into contact with another local practitioner named Mozart. Mozart has agreed to sell the potion to Dr. Allen. The deal is, of course, he must make it along with him. And this is just a very, very unique sequence. They have to deal with pufferfish, which is one of the ingredients. They also have to include the cursed skull of an infant, as well as other ingredients from corpses. Along the way, Dr. Allen and Marielle go on a bit of a pilgrimage. It's a very beautiful scene, one of my favorite scenes in the film. There are basically candlelights everywhere, and of course they do fall asleep in the forest. Paytard takes advantage of this to invade the dreams of Dr. Allen, and it's just a very, very unique sequence. I've never seen anything approached in this way. I really do appreciate the use of fantasy and terror elements. We have Christoph, who appears with a little person type featured bride. She walks up to Dr. Allen, pulls the veil off her face, and basically just engages in the weirdest French kiss you've ever seen. This just long boa constrictor just jumps right out of her mouth, attaches itself to Dr. Allen's face, and talk about sloppy wet kisses. That's definitely a whole new spin on this concept. Paytard, unable to shake Dr. Allen, he cannot seem to make him leave Haiti. He's threatened him on several different occasions. He's even gone as far as nailing his arms to a wooden chair and also driving spikes through his testicles. Eventually, Dr. Allen does decide to leave. This is basically done after he is set up for the murder of Christoph's sister. He is forcefully placed onto a plane. Mozart sneaks onto the plane, hands Dr. Allen the zombie powder that they've been working on in exchange for international fame. Of course, Mozart never gets to enjoy this luxury as his namesake did. And Dr. Allen, concerned about the well-being of Marielle, returns to Haiti. Dugard gets wind of this, slips him the zombie powder, and tries to take control of him or turn him into one of his slaves, which is very odd and possibly homoerotic if you think about that, but that's a different story. So basically, Dr. Allen does go into this coma-like state. He is buried alive, and when he is unearthed, he finds himself in this crazy netherworld, very nightmare-like dreamscape in which he is fighting against Paytard. And eventually he does win out, he does triumph, and the town is freed of their local oppressive Bokor. Every town should be without one. Definitely. Very, very wonderful thing to be without. The title of the film is, of course, explained in the intro, which is, of course, the snake and the rainbow. The snake is a symbol for earth. Rainbow is a symbol for heaven. In between is, one would assume, the realm of the living. You could also take that a step further and say that one could be trapped in between. What lies in between is far worse. What Dr. Allen did experience. He did get his potion, and he sends Paytard to hell or wherever where evil Bokors tend to go. It's one of my favorite films. I think it's a great movie. If you have seen it, let me know your favorite scenes, what you do like and appreciate about the film, and we will talk to you later.